You know that feeling when you're in a room full of people, everyone is laughing and talking, but you feel like you're watching them through a glass wall. Like you're there, but you're not really there? Usually, when we struggle to make friends, the world tells us we're awkward or antisocial. But honestly, that's rarely the case. Most of the time, it's not that you don't know how to connect. It's that you're looking for a type of connection that most people don't even know exists. If you've spent years feeling like a social outsider, I want you to know something. You aren't broken. Your brain is just playing a much deeper game than everyone else's. The authenticity filter. One of the biggest reasons your circle stays small is actually a compliment to your character. You just can't do fake. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where you're forcing a smile, but inside, you're just exhausted? Your brain is literally screaming for it to end. That's because as you become more self-aware, your BS detector gets incredibly sharp. You see the hidden agendas, the gossiping, and the performative personalities instantly. You'd honestly rather be home alone with a book or your own thoughts than spend 10 minutes pretending to care about a conversation that feels like a script. Small talk versus real talk. And that leads right into the small talk problem. To most people, talking about the weather or what they did over the weekend is how they bond. To you, it feels like a waste of breath. It's not that you're boring, it's that you crave depth. You want to talk about the things that actually matter. What keeps people up at night, their wildest dreams, or why they are the way they are. You're looking for people who feel like home, not just people to fill a seat at a dinner table. And until you find that soul-level connection, silence just feels a whole lot safer than shallow noise. The post-social hangover. Then there's the mental gymnastics. Do you ever get home from a hangout and replay everything you said? Was that joke weird? Did I talk too much? Did they look at me funny? When you have a highly active mind, you aren't just chatting, you're analyzing. You're scanning for microexpressions and shifts in tone. Psychologists call this being hyper-aware, and it's a massive drain on your system. It makes socializing feel like you're running a marathon while everyone else is just taking a stroll. It's no wonder you don't jump at every social invite. You're just trying to protect your energy. The mismatch. There's also a high chance you've just felt different your whole life. Maybe your humor is a bit niche, or your interests don't match what's trending. It's a tough spot to be in because when your personality doesn't align with your environment, you start to believe you're the problem, but you aren't. You've just learned that distance is safer than the risk of being misunderstood again. You've become selective, not because you're cold, but because you're careful with your heart. The strength of independence. But here's the silver lining. You've become incredibly independent. While other people chase attention because they're afraid to be alone with their own thoughts, you've actually built a pretty cool relationship with yourself. You don't look for friends to fix you or validate you. You look for them to compliment you. That makes you a bit of a social minimalist. You'd rather have 2 quarters than 100 pennies. And that is a massive strength, even if it feels lonely sometimes. The hidden scars and the sensitive system. We also have to acknowledge the social battery. For you, a 2-hour dinner isn't just a meal. It's a sensory overload. You're processing the music, the lights, the emotions of the person across from you. It's a lot. And if you've been hurt before, maybe left out as a kid or betrayed by someone you trusted, your brain naturally builds a protective gate. You don't let people in easily because you know exactly how much it costs to let the wrong person in. The bottom line. So if you're watching this and nodding your head, please hear me. You aren't failing at life. You're just a deep water person living in a kiddie pool world. Your struggle to make friends isn't a lack of skill. It's a sign of your depth. You don't build connections fast, but when you do, they aren't just acquaintances. They're for life. The world needs more people who think as deeply and care as much as you do. If you're still looking for your people, don't lower your standards just to fit in. The right ones will appreciate the depth of the water you're in. Thanks for being here. If this hit home, stick around. We talk about the real stuff here every week. See you in the next one.